Welcome, Aquarius. I have already Palo Santo'd, cleared the decks, shuffled the decks for you because I started this reading twice over now, and sorry about this, the stand keeps just sloping downward. I think I just don't have it on the right setting. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm just going to keep on going instead of restarting the reading. So I can tell you, because I've already seen a couple of splits, I feel that what's about to come out is a very specific message. I feel that it's either going to resonate strongly or it won't resonate at all. So if you happen to be in the category of it doesn't resonate at all, could you please make sure that you come back for the next video, which will likely be tomorrow, because that one may resonate. As you know, it's you pick up on certain energies, certain frequencies, certain things that are going on, and so obviously not everyone is dealing with the same situation, and that's why sometimes readings don't at all resonate. Sorry, guys. Sorry about all this. All right, here we go. So, may I please see the situation as it currently is, or at least the most salient parts of the situation, the most, relevant parts, so that Aquarius will know whether or not it's their reading. Okay, it's right here. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm getting, this wasn't, for each time I start this reading, it's the same theme. So here we go. This is a place. It could be a business, an organization, a school. I suppose it could be a home, but from what I've seen in when I was doing the pre-shuffle, excuse me, this is it's a place where things should be done properly, well, solid. It's a place where if you walk into that place, you don't expect for there to be any crime or violence or anything like that. In fact, it could be an institution, a government institution, a school. It's a place, and as you can see, there are people welcoming you here. So, for example, it could be a university. It could be a university. I'm not going to say sorority because I don't think they're all that welcoming. But anyway, you get the idea. There are rules that are supposed to apply here. I believe in the reading you're about to see, only because I did the pre-shuffle. This place is especially, this place is where it would be sort of a breach of somebody's duty if there were a lack of concern, okay, for the well-being of others. So it could be highly funded by government. It could be a very large corporation that is responsible and has a duty to make sure that everyone is safe. It could be a school, all right? It could be a lot of things. But here's the problem. The theme of the reading has something to do with something that happened. I suppose this could be a home. I've only did the pre-shuffle, so I'm not entirely sure what that is, but it's something like what I've just described. And over here, we have a tragic incident, either that has happened or could happen. It involves this person here has suffered at the hands of people who were close to them, likely on a daily basis. Look at these swords and how very carefully they're placed, and they're all standing up. You'd have to be pretty close to that victim to be able to, arrange the swords that way. And I believe that somebody either has suffered a loss, or this could be actually planned by others in this environment. I also believe that you are not anywhere here right now. You could be that person that suffered loss, I suppose. Maybe you're in the institution. But the feeling that I was getting an Empress energy. It was actually single mother energy that I was getting. Something like that. This does not have to be a child. It could be your loss. It could be you. But from you, I'm getting Empress energy. You could be single father too, okay? Or you could be affected by the situation somehow. Let's keep going. There's betrayal involved as well, okay? A lot of betrayal. This, wherever this is, it could be a powerful organization. If, it is large enough that it can make contracts with others. There could be some kind of an obligation that they have to you or to someone around you. And of course, this is supposed to be a very stable, reliable night. So there's an idea of wherever you're in, you would expect, you would not expect to be faced with a situation of betrayal and pain and, front stabbing, because that's really what that was. And there's, there's a pentacle here, and, when this is, this is something that is binding. It's an obligation. And when this person offers it, and it's accepted, they are obligated to be stable, not to cheat, not to put you in a situation where you would be vulnerable. But I want you to look at one thing. Look at how you can't see this person's face. You can't see the knight's face. Who are they? You cannot see his face. There's the idea of royalty, because we can see this could be a family crest or something. These cards that I chose, are emblazoned in gold. So right now, nothing's happening. Everything is at a standstill. Everything's still. This organization here is still welcoming. It looks good, right? Looks welcoming, stable, sturdy, trustworthy. On the outside, they have people smiling, and there's the Empress right there. For a lot of you, I think this is you. So this Empress, in the situation that she is in right now, she has suffered a very terrible loss, or she is subject to somehow, she may not know that this could happen to her or to a loved one. For example, if this is a young man, maybe 18 or 19 years old, if we're in the before this happened, maybe he's going to university and she scraped up every penny so that he could join a sorority, maybe. Or if he's in high school or junior high, maybe she scraped up every penny so that he could go to hockey or to do something that where it's safe, secure, and you would expect to be safe and secure, stable. There's the idea of duty to, I think they call it a fiduciary duty, to protect, to keep the interests of everyone around you. This is the aura. So it could be a government. You could be working for government. You don't have to have a child, but you get the idea. The environment that you're in, one would expect to at least be safe, especially for this single mother who scraped up every penny, to either attend that organization or to have one of her children attend or a grandchild attend or a niece or a nephew, or maybe she's going. Maybe she had to, have a crappy job in the service industry where people whine and complain and swear and, try to get you fired. This was a hard road. And she may have chosen that institution because it had a good reputation. And that has either happened or it may happen. I don't think that this has happened yet. The reason why is I'm just getting the feeling that this is a warning, especially where this keeps coming up and it's being shoved in our face over and over and over again. If it has happened, I do feel that there will be something that is some peace and comfort that you will be able to get out of this message. She is not getting a support from anyone. She may be low on money. She may not be well respected because nobody scraped up that money for her. Maybe, she might be very attractive and she's not had enough time or money to get her nails done or her hair done properly or put her tanner on or whatever. She's put herself together the best she can, with that last little bit of lip gloss, but she looks darn good. But you can tell there's a bit of barrenness around her. She's not getting any help from anyone, probably because people assume that she's got it all and assume that she doesn't. She deserves to be, she's too lucky, too good looking, or too this. Who cares about her? She hasn't gotten any help. Generally, people have judged that woman, and maybe she's coming out of an abusive relationship where this kind of thing is like kicking you when you're down. This is the last thing that she needs. She's looking pale. She probably didn't eat enough. She's probably, her blood sugar is probably down. This is the last thing that she needs, especially given the circumstance. It's different. I mean, if you deliberately, go into an area where that, there's crossfire and you assume the risk, but that's not what she did. She chose an environment that one would expect would be safe. This is what's coming out right here. And there's another one that wants to flip over. Judgment. Strength. Yeah. So some of you might have a daughter. And for some of you, maybe it's a school or some after-school club or something. Maybe this is somebody else, your sister, your wife, who knows? But I do believe this person is younger than the Empress. And for some of your cases, this person is in the environment where that could take place. For some reason, And this is connected to this. Here we go with the Judgment card. I want you to look at this. Here is somebody, and I'm just seeing, what I'm seeing is recess time, okay? Where people go bonkers. And usually, or it could be a sorority, but what we've got is a bunch of people down here praising this one person who's very loud. You know, praising. And that person is very powerful. Look at everyone. This person can raise people from the dead, don't you know? So this person, whoever that is, I feel like it's somebody at in the institution where either you are or the workplace. They could be telling everybody down here, I'll tell you what Aquarius is like. And then it's my word against theirs. Or if this is a son or a daughter of yours, I'll tell you what Aquarius' son or daughter is like. And that will be the way that they are seen and viewed for the whole time they're here, and maybe after that. And maybe the way that they were viewed wasn't so good by this loud, aggressive person up there. By the way, God forgive me, because I know that generally that's Archangel Michael. Spirit says, I get what you mean. Okay, so this is not the regular interpretation of judgment. Just know that. Spirit says sometimes it is. Okay, it is sometimes. Well, in this case, it is. You know, in this case, it is. This person here has had to hold back an enormous amount. They literally may have had to be taming a lion. It's quite possible that that person is being bullied. There could be a toxic worker in the work environment. There could be a bully, you know, in this school environment. But this young lady, if this is your daughter or your son, well, good Aquarius, hats off to you, because you've taught that son or daughter how to behave, and your son or daughter is what I call emotionally intellectual. What is that? They know how to diffuse, and that is a rare gift. Okay, it's not just tact, because people say tact. No, I forget tact, because that can be kind of snobby, and frankly, it can enrage people and trigger them. What she does, it's not tact. It's not. There's no trick to it. What it is, it's having empathy for others to the point where when, for example, this might be a bully. Okay, this bully is expecting, and my left ear is ringing off the hook right now. Anyway. The left ear rings when something internal is resonating with spirit. The right ear rings when spirit's trying to warn you that someone is about to come in your environment that you don't want to see. Anyway, or extremely good. Anywho, this bully, even though I do believe whoever it is, they're behaving badly toward this person. What you don't know is that the way that this bully feels around you, or if this is your daughter or son, that no one else has made them feel like that. It's called unconditional love. So, for example, I think I'm going to tell this story. I don't think, I have a lot of gay friends. I don't think anyone would be offended by this. I just want to give you an example of how I witnessed this. When my older sister, when her little girl was growing up, that's my niece. Of course, I was around for quite a bit because I would visit them in the summer, so I really had fun watching my older sister deal with a lot of very, very difficult questions. Because remember that this fostering of emotional, intellectual, emotional intellect is heavily impacted at a young age. So that's the true meaning of parental discretion. It doesn't mean, oh, turn off that because you're not old enough. No, it means sit down and watch it with them and discuss it. That's parental discretion. So, for example, here's one way that you can make sure that your son or daughter doesn't become homophobic. So, at one question that my little niece, she's very, very young, threw at my sister, she said, "Mom, what's gay? What's gay?" And so I was like, oh boy, this is it. You better. I wonder what kind of a huge discussion we're going to go into now to make sure that she doesn't become homophobic. And I was really keenly interested to see how my sister was going to handle this. Now, you have to bear in mind that my sister is she's really brilliant, but she's kind of a nasal voice, right? So I'm going to do an imitation of what she said, and I'm going to quote her verbatim. So she's driving along. She barely bats an eyelash, even though my niece was very young when she asked this question. And my sister immediately responded. She's driving along. She says, "Oh yeah." She goes, "Well, it's when a man, he doesn't want to be with another woman. He doesn't want to be with a woman. He wants to be with another man." It was that simple. And my niece went, "Oh, okay." And we went to another topic. It's that simple. Understanding, simple, simple, simple. No need to judge, Now, what I think is what I think is happening here is in that Four of Wands environment, either it could be a workplace where you're being bullied, picked on, judged, or this could be a young person who is being bullied, picked on, judged, or just gaslighted. It's very toxic what's happening here. And I would imagine that the reason why this is going on is because this young woman or young man or whoever it is, or you, they've never seen anything like this before, and they have probably witnessed some little miracle like this where you were able to easily and effortlessly do the impossible. And that triggers in these jokers over here. Immediately it makes them fearful. They can't do that. They don't understand you. Are you a witch? Are you this? So it's that kind of thing that triggers this, okay? Also, her demeanor is very calm. This person may actually be they may have a lot of past lives, or they may be very well read. Who knows? But there's something that stands out about this person. It's a quality that they have that is rare, and it has made them a target. And because of that, they have had to be incredibly strong. When you, for example, if you've ever watched somebody getting verbally attacked, occasionally I like to watch Jordan Peterson, and I've seen him being attacked. And all he does is he just takes a position of defenselessness. Somebody might say, well, Jordan, you're a jerk. You're this. You said it. And he'll go, "Oh, I totally agree. I'm an absolute idiot." Sometimes, diffuse. Why? Because he cares not of what these people. That's not his concern. He knows who he is. He doesn't need the approval of anybody. He knows who he is. He also knows who these people are. But you get the idea. This person is an expert in diffusing. And they just know how to do it because it's the way they've been raised. And so, knowing all that, it's really hard to believe. And let me show you how far that triggering can go. These people over here You know, and I didn't get much past these cards here, but I believe that this is what they're planning on doing to this person. All right? It's pretty dark reading. Sorry about this. I am going to post it, though, because there's definitely one person that I know this is going to resonate with. Because I read, in fact, there's two other people, two other Aquarius, that something very similar to this has been going on. So I can see now why this is, yeah. Now, this is not you. And that is not your son or daughter. That is somebody who knows better, who's turning a blind eye to what's going on, pretending it's not there. And I believe this is a woman. I believe that she is purports to be unconditionally loving. I believe if you've come into contact with her, she's smiled right to your face, knowing that your person, your child or you or whatever, knowing that people are gossiping, slandering, libeling, planning, scheming, talking of violence in the same sentence that you're in. Look at her. She's got two giant swords to defend herself. Yeah. Oh, God forbid she gets hurt. And she's got her hair done, so, you know, she spent a lot of time doing her hair, straightening her hair and everything. She looks good, but the blindfold head, of course, is on. So it's not going to be her fault. I had no idea that was going on. This is what she'll say in court. I had no idea. All right. It's just been pointed out to me that she could be protecting herself from something. So I'm going to, in other words, it's true, she's turning a blind eye to something, but apparently, I'm just going to split this deck and see if I can figure out what's going on here. Yeah, okay. All right. So, Spirit's always right. So this woman here may need to uphold her reputation. I'm not excusing at all, nor is anyone her turning a blind eye. We're just supposed to be able to understand what she's doing. Apparently, I'm being too judgmental of her. This person is protecting herself from judgment. So maybe she is in a situation where she can't lose her reputation, or she may think if she gets pulled into it, if she has to be a witness, or, you know, if she has to explain why she didn't report it, or it's discovered that she did know, or perhaps the person up there, maybe this is a young man whose father is a chief justice or something, or a CEO. She doesn't want to be the one. She doesn't want to be the one to put him in jail, because what's going on here, by the way, guys, is so serious. This is not a metaphor, by the way, unfortunately. This is not metaphorical. That means that you're talking about actual violence there. And it's by someone that you wouldn't expect. I believe that this person is a son or daughter. And actually, for that matter, in one of the, I'd mentioned two situations where there was something similar. There was a lesbian female, in fact, because I'm speaking of homophobia. You know, perhaps that's why she's turning a blind eye, because she's afraid of being called homophobic. You see, now Spirit's now I see why. Spirit is so cool, I gotta say. Okay, and very modern too. All right. Okay, so you see how this all happened. But this person may be called upon at some point later on in the reading, possibly. And maybe she will act, all right? But you know, she ought to be acting now. She ought not to be worried about looking homophobic or taking down the CEO's son or daughter. Right is right and wrong is wrong, and wrong is no man or woman's right. There's only one truth and one right. And it's not rocket science. I'm being corrected by Spirit on one more thing. The Four of Wands could indeed be a home. Apparently, I put too much emphasis on, the main point is, it's not because the place has money, or it is a place where one would expect to be safe and where there should be duty and honor, and people doing the right thing. There's an expectation of safety and security. Okay, show me more, please. Show me more, please, Spirit. Show me more. Show me more. Show me more. Show me more, please. All right, apparently I have not addressed something. Just a side note, the numbers 30 and 38 may be important, okay? Obviously also 9 and 2. Okay, so Spirit is pointing out that in the circumstance that I'm about to explain, this is metaphorical. In a circumstance where, any circumstance, Spirit says, where a person is refusing or denying the truth at all, it is a betrayal in itself. Okay, I get it. So the damage, she's doing damage, and the same damage I'm hearing. So it is as serious in the law of Spirit, okay? It is as serious as physical violence, says Spirit, to deny a truth or to refuse to give it. I like that. As serious. I'm not saying it's as painful. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the breach of, I don't know if we have a word for it. Breach of humanity, or breach of spiritual law. It's not fair. We have a duty to each other. You wouldn't deprive your little dog or your little cat of food if the dog or cat were hungry and crying. You wouldn't let it starve, deprive it of food. Why do you think that depriving someone of the truth is extremely important, especially for those who need it, who are asking for the truth from someone who has it and could. And in this card, that is the Two of Swords. It's Moon in Libra. It's Moon in Libra, which means that this person traditionally is called upon to bring to an end a very long-standing, useless battle that has caused a lot of damage. All she has to do is give the truth. That's it. For many of you, she's the one that owed you the truth. Whether you're this person or a loved one is that person. This person breached their duty to you. The numbers 33 and 36 could be relevant. So I now understand why I was getting the understanding that there's a lot of betrayal. It's not the same type of betrayal, but there's a betrayal upon betrayal. Let's keep going. What happens then, Spirit, please? What happens then? Show me more. Okay, so I'm not certain of that split, so I'm just going to give it 3 passes. Show me what happens then chronologically, please. What happens then chronologically, please? Show me more. Okay, right here. All right. Now this is really beautiful. I don't know who this is. It could be anyone. It could be a guidance counselor if it's a school. It could be one of your sons or daughters friends. It could be anybody who has the truth, and they bring it to you in a cup. They may not want to be seen. I do see this person could be intuitive because they have the wings of Hermes up there. Maybe you went to a psychic, if that's you, but somebody has brought you somehow. And I do believe that because of who you are, and I mean as a person, I don't mean stature in society, it's her inner worth, because she's not doing well right now. She might be, she might not even have $5 in her purse. It's because of who she is, that this person knew, that she is worthy, she deserves this. Now, this person can't be seen for some reason. If it's a psychic, they can't be seen because there'd be no credibility, obviously. It's someone that doesn't want you to know who they are, but they know that you deserve it, and they don't want anything back because they don't even want to be seen. But that's a cup, that's an offering, and it's coming to you. So if the truth has not come to you, someone will be bringing it to you. It may be in the form of a message. Because of the wings of Hermes, there could be an email or a voice message, or it's a message and it's a gift. All right, let's keep going. A few more details about the way this is being brought to you. This person is delivering it at the right time, in the right way. It's the presentation of this is gentle. And this person, I believe, is like you, unconditionally loving. So why aren't they going to the police? Because they don't believe that, for whatever reason, they don't vibrate at that frequency. But they know that you will do the right thing with that and manage somehow to protect and heal and bring this to full circle. So they're bringing it to you. By the way, there's a possibility that this person has romantic feelings for you. So as a result of all this chaos, you might meet somebody really cool and handsome, This card wants to come out, so I'm going to put that there. Yep. Karmic energy, big time. Show me more, please. What else? What goes with this? This. Whoa. And this. Okay. Now, this is a troublemaker over here. However, this person, I feel, is somehow connected to this person. So this could be the mother of that person. This is somebody else. Okay, they're probably unconditionally loving as well. This person has been there. Okay, and this is an aggressive attack. I believe that whatever your person or you are susceptible to, this person has experienced some of it, or perhaps they were a member of that group of people that are doing wrong, that are attacking and slandering and planning sick things. Anyway, so she might have an opportunity to, I'm not sure, let's just keep going. What happens here? This person either has partaken or plans to partake. But somehow this person may have become a victim as well. This person also has the truth because they've been right up. They know about it. They might have been part of it in the beginning. So they have information. It's likely, and this is a page, it's a messenger. So it's likely that they've told this person. So there's information. The truth is here too. All right, show me more, please. It's right here. Oh boy, yeah, there they are. Ooh, whoa. All right. So there's money involved. There are people, over here, that could be, you remember the person who was blowing the horn and causing a ruckus in the Justice card. That could be them right there. So they have already engaged in violence and caused damage, and they enjoy. This person is a sick person. This could be somebody that does hazing, at a sorority. They've done it before. They're a pro, and they actually, part of what they do is they enjoy watching people's reaction. This person is sobbing. Oh boy, look at this. There's one of their buddies bouncing the world. These could be powerful people that engage in this. There's somebody back there who is sobbing. That person is walking away. They're not sobbing, but they're not liking it. This is in the fives. Very low vibrational. Win at all costs. No empathy whatsoever. No empathy at all. And that is not cool, by the way. It's too bad that movies make these people out sometimes to be cool. They're not cool. They're really, kind of sketchy people when you meet them up front. They're not attractive. And they don't have a long attention span at all. And they cause damage. They take things, they steal things, that it's in their nature. Now this is a problem over here as well. I feel like this is the person that's about to, and they're enjoying it, about to affect somebody's whole world. They're bouncing the world in their hand like a basketball. It's possible that these two people, this one is trying to impress that one by hurting people. And he or she thinks they want to know they want to impress that person who's probably, has a reputation for doing ruthless things. Perhaps that person, has never done it, but brags about it. And just for the sake of impressing that person, this person is physically harming people, ruining people's reputations. To add to all of this, some of these people have money, or they're connected to people who have money. And there's someone here who is funding this, and they may not even know it. This is a wealthy person. This is the kind of person that maybe, perhaps this could be a wealthy father or a mother, and the child, they know that they haven't, spent enough time with their child, so what they do to compensate is to throw money in their face. The problem is this money is going to fund something very, very sinister. What's interesting here as well is that, of course, you'll hear a lot of people say that this card is all about you'll be given a gift and recompense. I disagree. These scales are unbalanced. There is over here a beggar, and over here another beggar, but this beggar is more in need than this beggar. And the reason why this man is giving money to this beggar, by the way, he's supposed to be just donating, just giving, but he is not. He's being unfair. He has some kind of an interest in where that money goes. So what he's done is he's judged these people, and he's thought to himself, well, this person looks better. This person might shoot up or something. So I'm going to donate to this person. I'm going to give my money here, because why does this person care? Because they're expecting a return. This person's going to pay this person back. This person figures this person is more likely to give me a good return. The problem is this person over here, maybe they were going to go shoot up. Maybe they were going to go shoot up with the money. But this person is going to take the money and they're going to pay this person possibly to kill somebody. Now you see how this judgment here are based on looks, or based on people's habits. You think that'll bring the better result. That's better for society. I'm not gonna give $20 to a bum on the street. They'll only waste it. That's fine. Who are you gonna give it to? Your nephew. Okay, give him the $20. Your nephew's in a private school over here. You see what I'm talking about. Judgment, judging people, and assessing risk, based on how people look and their socioeconomic status. It's wrong in every sense of the word. It's not aligned with truth. What do we have next? Show me more. Show me more. It's right here. On that note, this is very interesting what Spirit has brought in. For those of you who were wondering where this person got the information, speaking of judgment, this person was indeed a psychic. The thing is, they don't look like it. They don't go around with their long hair, and they're goth. This person might actually be a professional, a doctor, a lawyer. And that's perhaps why they don't want to be seen, Why? Because perhaps this doctor or lawyer who is actually psychic said to you, whatever you do, don't tell them where you got the information. Because most people think that psychics are crazy. Most people think they have no credibility. Now let me tell you something. This person got the information from the High Priestess. She got the information from the other realm. You can call it God, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, whatever you want. But you can't define God. You can't see it. That's why everyone calls psychics crazy. When right before Einstein died, he started speaking about God and the information that's here that can be accessed. And people started calling him crazy right before he died because he was mentioning the word God. Can you imagine? However, this realm where all this information comes from can be scientifically proven. If you were to sit down and have a meal with a top physicist, they would explain to you that it's science. It's not hocus pocus. It's science. The smallest particle that exists, they would tell you, is a probability amplitude that blinks into existence because of a human being's mental observation, channeling energy. That's like it or lump it. Like it or lump it. It's science. It's a FACT fact. Okay? So, again, such a beautiful deck, the whole thing. All right, what happens then, please? What happens then? I think I'm going to stop soon because I do know what happens, and I'll go for a little bit more, but it's turning into a very long reading. And so I'm hearing the phrase, this is wrong, okay? So what's wrong? There's the truth. That's beautiful and spiritual. The truth obviously pierces anything human, pierces the crown, pierces, this could be the laws, of human beings. The truth pierces right through everything. This is a double-edged sword, You'll see there's two types of plant material here. One represents misery, the other peace. What's wrong is to withhold it, to tightly put a seal on it. This person has it locked up tight. This person is wealthy. The city behind him he's built. All he cares about is money. So, for example, this could be one of the people that owns the university or the sorority or the business or the corporation. Maybe it's somebody, if it's a home that we're talking about, this is somebody who wants the home or wants, money coming from the home. It's pure greed. This person only cares about money. They're sitting on a cold, hard surface there. They actually know what's going on. And they're keeping the truth sealed up tight. Why? Perhaps the sorority will get sued, or the university will get sued, or if anyone finds out, that if it's a school that a murder was planned, someone planned to murder your son or daughter. Can you imagine that some greedy person out there is doing everything they can to withhold this truth? Not because they're worried about her feelings being hurt. No, they don't care. They don't give a damn about your feelings. All they care about is money. And for them, handing this to you, the dots that they connect goes to money falling out of their pocket. There's nothing else in between. Truth means lost money. I withhold truth. This person will live and die and not make a difference in the world unless they hear the callings of spirit. If they do, in fact, let's not get into a big... The point is, it's wrong. It's wrong. And you can see, the damage that it would cause. Right. This woman also has done wrong because she obviously had the truth. And she, where she kept it? In her cup there. Because she loves, whoever that page was. So perhaps she's, signed a non-disclosure agreement and didn't want any money, but she just wanted her child given immunity, or her child not subpoenaed. She didn't want her child involved. Now she's all happy. But that's wrong too. That's a betrayal to you, especially you probably know this woman. She could pick up the phone and call you, show me more. It's on her. She is just as culpable as the people who are planning to cause this damage. She is engaging in the same betrayal as the woman that was in the Two of Swords. She's protecting a loved one. The woman in the Two of Swords is protecting reputation. The man in the Four of Pentacles is protecting his money. And what are you doing? You're protecting everyone. No one's protecting you. Nobody is protecting you. That's the Empress. That's why you're the Empress. Show me more. When I say you're protecting everyone, you'll see, because the way that the Empress will deal with this, she's probably not going to sue. The Empress is so misunderstood. I believe this is a lawman, a policeman, but do you know why he's come in? Because of the Empress. I believe that the Empress has either done something, to diffuse the situation. She's reported it. She doesn't want money. She doesn't want anyone getting kicked out. She just wants everyone to be safe. He's also aligned with the truth. The King of Swords is often a lawman. So now this bad boy, or whoever it is, or bad girl, they will have to face off. Now, this isn't going to be a pleasant fight. This man does not have empathy. He's going to arrest this person. And he's going to charge him. Now, unfortunately, this man is probably going to be acquitted because his family has money. But the point is, you see him, you see where these vibrational energies, they're vibrating at somewhat the same. They are vibrating at the same frequency. Really, there's no empathy. This person hates crime. This person hates police. Hate begets hate. Really doesn't get anywhere. But anyway, show me more, please. There's 3 coming out. And what about this guy? This is an interesting point here. This man over here has the capacity to grow up. The man in the 4 of Pentacles, the Sun in Capricorn, he's supposed to be over here. Okay, this is the King of Pentacles. And Spirit's pointing out that this man is not a king. He's not a king. He is not a king. This man, because he is focused only on money and he withholds the truth, he's a far step away from this man. He's vibrating at this frequency, but he could go up here. What's the difference between this man in the 4 of Pentacles and the man in the King of Pentacles? Well, this man is taking care of others. Also, the King of Pentacles makes his money from the earth. He can often be someone who builds houses or, has a farm, or it's some kind of a legacy that is very close to the environment. It's not, nothing that comes from him is processed, or it's a very, he's very connected to the earth and to the environment. He's warm, he's understanding, he's stable, and he's open. He is not sitting on a cold, hard concrete bench. If you're at the King of Pentacles house, you can get good advice. My father is a Virgo, actually, and he doesn't talk very much, but when he does, it's always very insightful, And he's very generous, too. Very, very generous with his money. This man, if he lends you money, you're going to have to pay him back, and every dollar, and you might even have to pay him back more. This man has got some kind of scarcity complex, and that leads to this kind of thing. Even though they were several degrees, this person probably, he'll hear about this on the news, but he caused this, Let's keep going. We'll get one more. I'm sorry this is so long. I should have done a part 1 and a part 2. Yeah. Boy, Spirit's really, perhaps there's something that needs to be pointed out here. Okay, so how does the 4 of Pentacles guy get to here? Over here, there is someone who does something very well. They're good at this, whatever it is that they're doing, all right? And they're building something hands-on. Everything this person builds is well built. They're focused on their work. They're not focused on money. They're focused on the quality of work. Okay. Because Spirit's trying to point out this person could have a lot of money. He could have a lot of money. He doesn't have to be a farmer or something. But with this person, his money comes from someone who puts their heart and soul into it, and their focus, and they care about the quality of what they're creating. And by the way, back there is a good home that they came from, and they go back there after work. The home is a little far away, which means that this kind of man, when he's at work, you should not disturb him, and he may be gone for a long day, but he's not cheating. All right, that's the thing. He's very focused on his work. See if we can get one more. Usually there's like a sort of a roundup. This could be it because we're looking at death. Okay. Wow, very powerful. So how do you get from the stingy Four of Pentacles, cold hard concrete bench man up to here? Transformation. And I do believe I know what's going on here. So there may have been a death, an actual death. Hopefully, that's not what's required here, but, the point is, let's just call this transformation, So in other words, I see what's going on. Okay. I see that Spirit says that, with every tragedy here, there's an opportunity to transform yourself into a completely different person, There are people here, unfortunately, they're resisting this death. There's people crying, there's somebody here who doesn't think it's right. There's all sorts of opinions here. Now, this card, if you ask any reader, they will tell you that it's a good card because it represents transformation and rarely represents an actual death. So I'm just going to leave that up in the air. The entire reading may have been metaphorical. And no, I'm not predicting an actual death. So please don't go commenting, when are they going to die? Who is it? For now, I'm going to say that this death card merely represents the change that the stingy rich man went through to grow up and become a beautiful King of Pentacles. I am going to get one oracle card for you. By the way, I believe that the story ends so far. Given one of the scenarios that I know of, it's doing very well because the Empress is at work, and I'm not going to say any more than that. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Now that's a good point, because when you guys ask for futures, you have to understand that it's in a way, it's a little bit of an insult to Spirit. Well, it hurts Spirit because it means that you have no faith that his plan is good. Trust, or her plan, trust the plan. But if you want your future, you want your wish to be good, you must communicate it to the other realm, because guess what? Everything that you see around you, everything, every table, every computer, everything goes back into the other realm, into the manifest. Look at your body right now. You say, oh no, I'm going to be put in a coffin and that's where my body will be. No. Fast forward to 200 years. Fast forward another 1,000 years. There will be nothing there. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Well, the theory of relativity says, and that's science, it went into another realm. So why is it so difficult for people to understand that that is physics? It exists. So when I tell you that if you want to know your future, you should look at what's running through your thoughts, and that should tell you what's going to be your future. Believe it. You don't need to ask me what the future is. You have more control over it than I do, way more. I have no control. I might have some control over what I can manifest in my physical environment. But certainly the future, and so if you ask God what the future is, God's going to say the exact same thing. Well, what did you order? What did you order? Well, what's on the menu? Everything you could possibly think of. What would you like? So sit down and think about what you want, and then start running that through your mind. You don't need a future reading. Plus, as I say, if you get a future reading, you've already altered the future, so there's no point. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Trust Spirit's plan. Trust the truth. Align yourself with the truth. Align your thoughts, actions, heart, mind, and intentions. Make sure they're all the same. All right? And make sure they're truthful. And that way you can't go wrong. All right? Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry that I got preachy. Okay, love you guys. Bye.